when we was filming, like between scenes, it was more of like a brother and sister relationship between me and Barry and Bailey and Bug. So it was just either like it's hard to explain, but working with Barry is a wonderful experience.
Hello, everyone. Talal Azim here from Popcorn and Soda, and I'm very excited today to be discussing one of the latest upcoming films from Mubi, Bird. Directed by Andrea Arnold, which stars Nykiya Adams and Barry Keoghan. The film had its Canadian debut at TIFF this year and will be playing in theaters in Canada starting November 8th. We're fortunate enough today to be joined by the star of the film, Nykiya Adams. Nykiya, it's a pleasure to have you here today. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's my absolute pleasure. It's been quite the exciting last few months for you, with touring this film worldwide across multiple different film festivals. For you, how are you feeling? How do you sum up these last few months?
It's a big change from like being in school every day, so now taking time from school to go do like these things of like flying was crazy. Like going to Toronto was a big jump, and the food there is lovely. Definitely going back there.
We'll definitely love to have you back here as well. Now, I had the chance to watch this movie and I really enjoyed it. It's such a great modern take on the coming of age genre, and you absolutely just crushed it as Bailey in this film. Now, what's exciting is that this is your feature film debut, and that just shocked me because you just crushed it in this movie. What was it about this film that attracted you to this project?
Um, it's just the way that Bailey deals with things. Like I could relate to Bailey in so many ways, and the fact that she just listened, like not listened, but listened to what Bird said, and like the hints in the film, like was really good. Like when she's in the lift, and there's a note written somewhere saying "Don't you worry," and in the end, Bird says "Don't you worry." That's my favorite part. Them two parts. It's just a beautiful scene, and I just love watching that part.
Now, what I really enjoyed about this film is how universal the story of Bird is. Like, yes, it's set in Kent and deals with the struggles that come with growing up there, but like at its core, it's very human, where it deals with the emotions of what someone in their teenage years go through, whether it's self-doubt, acceptance, navigating relationships. Bailey's such a complex character, and I know you mentioned you can relate to her in so many ways. What was your approach to playing her?
My approach was to playing Bailey was don't act, react. Because like Bailey, I look at Bailey as an extreme like version of me. Like I wouldn't go cut my hair, but I just know if I was really, really angry, I would just despite the person that wanted me to do something I didn't want to do. So like the way Bailey works was a bit questionable at times, but I just put my faith in her and I just let her just show her through me.
Now, as much as this film is about Bailey's self discovery, it's largely about the relationships within the film and how they impact us, whether it's that with Bird or her brother. The relationship that really stood out to me when I was watching this is with your on screen father, Bug, who is played by, of course, the very talented Barry Keoghan. And it's such a treat because the way you guys both play off each other, it's so natural and it feels so realistic. And I think that's what I really enjoyed about what you just said there is the way you approached playing Bailey is by reacting. And there's a lot of reacting to a character like Bug. It's interesting because we see Barry playing a father and someone who's obviously dealing with his own issues as well. So, how is it filming alongside with him in this project?
Um, when we was filming, like between scenes, it was more of like a brother and sister relationship between me and Barry and Bailey and Bug. So it was just either like it's hard to explain, but working with Barry is a wonderful experience. And I think I would love to do it again. But the way Barry plays Bug out to be, he's just like I think he's just someone that's lost. And like he's just trying to find himself. And why he's trying to find himself, he's just trying to pick up all these pieces, trying to protect Bailey and Hunter. But then he's trying to get married to someone that he's only known for a couple months. And then I think in the end, Bailey realizes that you've got to give him some leeway. Like it's his first time living too.
It's fascinating because it's so many ways he's the dad, but Bailey's almost playing the father figure to him sometimes as well because of just him trying to figure out everything. And I think that's one of the central aspects of this film that really blossom into the rest of the story as well. Now, a major character of the film is the setting where this all takes place. The film takes place in Kent, and it's such a living, breathing character in the movie where whether it's the British slang, the poverty that's shown in the area, and then some of the characters that inhabit this world. It's directed beautifully by Andrea Arnold. What stands out to you the most about being directed by her? And was there something specific that still stands out to you today that she mentioned, whether it was a note or whether it was some sort of direction for Bailey in the movie?
I think like what stood out most is that she don't give you the full script, and I think like the way when she finds non-actors and actresses, it's like amazing because they're not overwhelmed by this massive book, like this massive like these pages and pages and pages, and like she just gives you it day by day, so you can just go like one like relaxed, and then you don't even have to go off the script. It was more of a guide instead of like you have to say this when this happens. It was more like, and she would do this thing called silent takes, and she wouldn't really like we wouldn't talk. We would just like use facial expressions to like show how we felt. And doing that, I think that helped a lot, like with facial expressions in the film. But like when Bailey does certain things, she just like has that look about her, thanks to the silent takes that Andrea done.
Now, again, as I mentioned earlier on, this is your feature film debut. So walk me through the feelings of the anticipation of watching the movie for the very first time, and especially watching it at TIFF because it's such a world-renowned film festival. Walk me through that. Were the nerves kicking in a little? Were you excited for it? How was the whole day for you?
In TIFF, I wasn't nervous because I already saw the film, but like everything, TIFF is very different to Cannes, so it was like it was very hard to explain. Like it was just amazing. Both of the festivals were amazing, but TIFF, something about TIFF just made me feel so like at ease. Like it wasn't a country like where in Cannes I got stopped and this and certain things like asked for pictures, but in Toronto it was just like I just fit in and there was just no one like really noticed me, and I just love that about life.
That's awesome. That's amazing. So to wrap it up, if you had to describe the film Bird in one word, what would that one word be?
Odd.
Well, yeah, I love it. And again, Nykiya, congratulations on
Thank you
Bird.
so
I
much.
absolutely loved it. Your performance is such a highlight, and I know audiences will love it as well. I wish you all the best, and I really appreciate your time today.
All right, thank you for having me.